Hello, everyone. Good morning to those of you joining us from India, and good evening to those of you joining us from the Pacific Coast. And we have with us today Kelsey, who is the owner and creative director, and of course, an artist at Inked Insomnia Events. So, welcome, Kelsey.
Hey everyone.
So, can we get a hey or hi or something so we know that we have actually begun streaming? Because sometimes the internet just turns into what Miri calls potato net. It's as if we have potatoes doing the internet.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I just got the notification.
Can we get a hey or hi or something so we know?
Oh, there we got somebody.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you and I can hear me from your speakers. So that's a good old double EA from us.
Oh yeah,
So anyway,
there's a few people.
okay, hello Gabe, hello Charlie,
Hey guys.
and welcome to the live. Hello Jacob, welcome to the live.
All my vipers.
Fantastic. Hi Naomi, it's been so long since we talked.
Oh Naomi, thank you. Oh,
Ah,
yeah, she comes to all of my
yes.
art events.
Ah,
Yeah.
fantastic. I met her for the first time during a mindset Zoom. So that was like a while back when the lockdowns were in full swing. But yeah.
Yeah,
Hello,
there's a
Nick.
lot that's
Hello,
happened.
Joseph. Yeah.
Yep. They're all coming
Hi,
in.
everyone.
Yay.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Hi, Dharapal Singh.
I'm on day 4. I know I said that yesterday, you guys, on my post that I said I was on day 4, but I lied. I didn't mean to. The days are just, I'm losing the days. So I'm on day 4 here with Banati.
You are
She's
day
over
four
there.
in India. You're day four.
For you, yeah, for you, day
It
5
works out.
already.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So yeah, fascinating. So wanted to talk to you because you did something amazing during lockdown, which is you made the arts, whether it was painting or whether it was digital drawing or all of it, you made it available virtually for people like me who really like to go to museums and art galleries, but we can't because, of course, we'll get whacked if we go out otherwise. So, what made you decide that you kind of want to create a virtual art gallery?
So yeah, it was actually before I like right before I started on LinkedIn, I had this idea, but it just kind of sat there, you know what I mean? I didn't have any of the means and everything like that, but November of last year I realized that I needed to get on social media in some way or another, so I got a LinkedIn, and then it just kind of grew from there. I started learning new things and connecting with people, and I thought that, oh, wouldn't this be great to, do these virtual art events? And I was actually connected with some fellas who were real good friends that I had first met when I first like really became active on LinkedIn, and they had a virtual platform that that they worked off of, and so I really started getting more into uh, connecting with artists on LinkedIn. I just noticed that they just didn't, they didn't get the kind of traction that they deserved. So I thought that it would be kind of cool to do these art events and kind of get their names and faces and work out there for everybody to see and everybody to really appreciate. And these fellows who I'm talking about from Reps Events offered this platform to create these art events. So I actually did a lot of thinking the way I was going to do everything like that. And I got a lot of help from those fellas and a few other connections that I had met on LinkedIn. And, you know, kind of brainstorming and things like that with another artist who's in the comments. Hey, Charlie. So we just kind of started, you know, he started helping me a lot more with figuring out how to do everything on the computer and things like that. So, and how to really like get my vision onto this platform. So I started the Inked Insomnia virtual art events, and it's been awesome. I know you've been to one of the shows.
I have, yes. I missed the other one because of a work deadline, and I was like, oh no. But then I checked out your YouTube recap, so I was like, okay, at least I get to see the new paintings. And I got to connect with some of these fabulous artists on Instagram. So I keep getting access to the back end of. Okay, Gabe has done put my profile picture as his profile picture. Okay, that worked. Okay, that is fabulous. Grade A on
He
the
loves to
painting.
do
Yes.
that.
Why does yes? Have
Okay.
to appreciate it. Look at this. See, Gabe looks like Binati.
Thank you, Gabe. Man, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was a great good morning laugh. Anyway, so coming back to what I was saying, which is it was amazing. It was amazing to have access to all this art, even when like you'd rather think that you don't have access to it, like scrolling something on Instagram or Pinterest and actually viewing it such that you can talk to the artist in question. That's it's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that experience.
That's the best part about that kind of platform is just being able to talk you know, on this level and connect with people on this level and be able to look right at their art on the whiteboard and then talk to them. Is that cracking you up? I know.
It is. It is.
No,
Yeah, it is funny.
he's a funny guy. I love this group that's here in the comments, and I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I forget what
I understand why you
I'm
love them because
thinking.
it's like laughing with people is the best. Okay, laughing with people is the best thing in the world, especially when you're laughing with people and you're using something so harmless to crack people up. So yeah, I really
You're looking
appreciate your
beautiful, Gabe.
creativity there. Didn't even think this is. Yes, yes, it's the
Yeah, so
sun skincare routine.
it's just a great, you know, way to connect like this. You know, because
Mm.
we wouldn't, you know, you and I would not be able to really, you know, talk like this and then, you know, like I said, view an artist's art and then turn around and then ask them, you know, how, you know, what were you thinking about? Like, how did you get to this point in your life to become an artist? You know, what inspired you for this piece?
Mhm.
Um, and that's what I really like about the platform is it's basically like an event hall style where you can go table to table and talk with different people about different pieces. And yeah,
Yes.
so I put my YouTube channel in there, guys, to go check out the recaps of October and November shows and also see the interview with Paul Melender, who was the art consultant of season 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones. So I've got an exclusive interview with him on my YouTube channel. So go check that out. Yeah, and I love the way that platform and those events work. And you know, not just talking about, you know,
Mm.
drawing and painting. I mean, there were quite a few people, you know, talking creativity as a whole. You know, writing is
Mm.
a huge uh is a huge area in well, especially in social media, is trying to
In the
really
arts, of course.
articulate yourself and get your message out, and then have people read it in a way that it draws them in and grabs their attention. So, and I know that you're a writer, so yeah, we just talked creativity and had fun, and get to build great bonds. And like you said, you connected with some people on Instagram, and made some good friends on LinkedIn. Yeah, it's a great experience to be a part of that and really try to lift up creativity and remind people, like, there's a lot of people out there that put a lot of themselves into their work, and we got to do what we can to support artists and
Yeah.
support creativity, because that's why we have the things around that we have around. Everything is done by artists and creatives. The Zoom thing we're using right now is very, very creative, and
Exactly,
it, you
exactly.
got to support
And
that
we,
in people.
I got to have that conversation on your event itself with, I think, Dimitri, and he mentioned how code is beautiful, and then Karina joined in, and it became this fascinating conversation that I did not expect to have on like an art thing. But then that was a eureka moment for me, because I realized that my perception of art is so like narrow, and so since then, I've been working towards broadening the horizon. So code can be beautiful, design can be beautiful, technical design, all of this. So this is it. This is it. When people like me come to events like these, what essentially happens is we get access to the artistic process. And when that happens, the widening of horizons is just amazing. So like really grateful that you not only created these events, but you've made these events accessible for people who just want to appreciate art, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm
how
glad
has
you
the
and
experience been like?
it's been surreal. It's been like in a dream, that all these pieces just came together perfectly, and it started off like not so happy, because I had gotten like had some medical issues and was had to be at home, and especially when everything happened, with the whole C word. um, I especially had to, like, be be held back, from being active around other people and trying to do my job and things like that. So I had to get another job, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I had this idea that I expressed to some friends. Like they say, closed mouths don't get fed. And um, yeah, they offered, to use their platform to plan these events, and then they also offered me a job, doing tech support for their virtual events. So the whole experience, and like meeting all these different artists, and all the different kinds of works. Like, we're gonna have a metal artist at our next event, and a pottery artist, as well. Kind of trying to
Oh,
go outside of just painters and sketchers and stuff like that, but still keeping them on the platform in the event. So we're gonna have all these different types of artists around. So it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna do a live demo, most likely with the
okay.
ceramic artists. Yeah, so you can go to one of those tables, and he'll be in front of the screen, but he's going to be using like his pottery wheel, creating different things with clay. So that's going to be really fun. So yeah, it's been a great experience to really see people shine and get so excited about these events. And the artists are so grateful to get this exposure, and like, that's what I want. By the way, these events are free, you guys. Um, so you don't pay to get in there. I don't take commission from the artists from their work sold. So these are the featured artist events. So it's a series of events that I do once every month. And so, yeah, these featured artist events are free. There are other events that do cost money, but these ones are free for everybody to just come and hang out, and I keep them open for usually I keep them open for about 4 hours, because believe it or not, the event itself is 2 hours, but I extend it always because people have been having such a good time, and like really, networking and connecting with each other and making friends, that I've had to leave it open a lot longer. So this next one, which I'm sure the Vipers, that's the group out there in the comments there, is I'm sure they're going to be excited about this. Is the next one is going to it's going to merge into like an after party. So after the event, the 2 hour event, there'll be an after party, and we'll hang out for New Year's Eve. So that's December 31st for this next event.
Okay.
December 31st, starting 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Go
Okay.
have a New Year's party, and it's just a great experience. It's nice to have that connection and be able. The biggest thing to me is being able to connect with somebody on the other side of the world. That there's no way, like, even if we do get live events back, like, nobody's gonna, how hard it was for you and me to schedule this video call. Like, imagine trying to get, somebody from, each coast of the United States. Then you got somebody in the Ukraine, you got somebody in India, you got somebody in Germany, and then trying to get them all together all at once. That, I mean, that it's
Yeah.
it's difficult to do, and I don't think, we would be able to. So it's really nice to, be able to hang out with these people and really connect with them and just share in the love of creation. And it's very surreal. And you see, I've had a smile on my face the whole time, because I'm just enjoying
Of
myself.
course.
I just really am.
Yeah. And it shows. Okay. It shows that you are enjoying yourself. And again, yesterday was the live that I did yesterday was about creativity. And we were like, the assumptions around creativity is that creativity is a solo venture, but it's not. It's a collaborative venture. It always is. And I think events like yours kind of bring that to the forefront, because every artist is, first of all, creating their art, and then they are collaborating with each other to create whatever you would like, create this kind of magical environment that, as you said, makes you smile long enough that your face starts hurting in the best way possible. So
Yeah,
yes,
and
no,
especially being on this live tour, it's because I'm talking about this every day. Yeah, my cheeks hurt.
yeah, and as they should, as they should, for sure. So, coming to the arts again, there is this very weird perception in not all, but like in most Asian countries, which is arts should be a hobby and it should not be a career. This is what we are told, okay? Like, not all of us, but some of us are told over here that you should prefer to get a job in non-artistic fields, but that is a
Yeah.
perception we don't see in the West that often. So what do you think makes art to be so uh, I could say accepted as a profession in Western countries compared to like the Eastern countries? Do you have any speculations about that?
Um, I don't I don't know why people feel like art is just a hobby when I mean, it's in every angle of business, like right down to, there it is. My logo, like that took us hours
Yeah.
to design,
Yeah.
you know? And there's so
Okay.
much into it. And I feel like I feel like it's kind of a little bit of both. Like some people like know that you can't get through anything without art. You know, some people know it. But, some people are just, I don't know. I think they don't think they're creative, so they don't, go that extra mile, to try to be artsy and see how difficult it is. I mean, it may look easy to some people, but that's because, they've had a lot of practice, a lot of times to fail. So, I think it's like a mix of people, kind of thinking both things. So it's definitely a profession, but that's kind of my point with these two, and trying to really lift other artists up is make people realize like there are people that are trying to make a living off of doing this, that should be able to make a living off of doing this. And it almost feels like people look down on artists and creatives and things like that. Oh, well, you're just, extra
Yeah.
special, extra talented, born that way type of thing. And that's just simply not true on so many different levels. That's just not true. But yeah, it is very, very important. Oh, I like what you said there on the screen, Venati. Let's see, art is so
I
important.
haven't said it. It's Gabe. It's
I
Gabe.
know. But that's what I keep
It's
thinking
Gabe.
every time I see it in the comments. And I'm like, wait, what did she just say? How is she not typing? She's got me going. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
love
exactly.
that
I
part
like
is
that
trying to
because
get people. Go ahead.
when we have art exhibits like the kind that you've put out, right? When you make it accessible to those who don't have access to it on a daily basis, except like on a touristy choice that someone makes. Okay, let's go to a gallery or let's go to a museum today or something like that. Putting that aside, if we give access to the arts to people who have difficulty understanding that it is a profession, right? So that would, I think, probably bridge that gap between assuming that arts won't make you money, or the arts is, as you said, looked down on as a profession and all of that. So yeah, I think events like yours could go a step further in bridging this kind of misconception that people have around artists and art being a profession. So yeah, I absolutely get where you're coming from. And okay, let's see this neat fact. Viewing someone else's art activates the same part of the brain as the person who created the art. Yeah, exactly. So, like people who don't view it often, they don't know what weird ones like us keep talking about, right? Which is, I loved watching that painting, or I loved seeing that person sculpt that hunk of marble. And they sometimes give me weird looks, and I'm like, just try it once. And then events like yours give people the opportunity to try it once, try viewing art in an immersive form. So yeah, definitely. So does anyone in the comments have an interesting take on this? Why the perception of art is so different in the East and the West, despite the fact that the East creates as much art as the West? Somehow the perception is where there's a difference. So if anyone has any interesting takes, let me know, because I've been pondering over this for a while, and I've also been working on like a article which will take me at least 1.5 year to write. But like, we need nuance when we talk about these things. So yeah, if you have any interesting takes to share, do let us know in the comments. Coming to the next question. uh, can this might probably be a little intrusive, maybe bordering on rude, but can I ask you whether why you decided to keep these events free?
Why I decided to what, hun? I'm sorry, I
Why
didn't
you
hear you.
decided to keep the event free?
To
Why
make
you
the event
decided to
free?
keep the event free?
Well,
Hmm.
I mean, a couple of different reasons. I just feel like art is so important, like especially to me it's been extremely therapeutic, and I've been through a hard road, a hard life, and it just really gave me an out, gave me a way to be happy and be creative myself. And I just want other people to experience that feeling, like Charlie was saying, about how, it's it activates the same part of the brain, and I want people to get that feeling, and feel like they can express themselves and be happy and see something beautiful. And not not everybody can afford to go, pay for the museum and stuff like that. So I will be doing events that are going to be, where you have to pay to enter, but I just kind of feel like you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to pay for something that could definitely like help you out and like change your life and things like that, when really it benefits the artists as well. They get eyes on their stuff, and maybe the people want to buy their art. It might be a lot less likely um to do that if they had to pay to get in, just like kind of at a museum. Well, or an art gallery or something like that. Well, they can view the art, but I really just wanted to motivate people to support the artists in any way possible, help them out, help get eyes on their stuff, help lift them up. So I just thought that it was a good idea to make a series of these events free, because not everybody can afford to, pay the money to go see these artists and have this experience. So that was really my main thing, is like, why should they? I was given all these things for free. Like it helped me out a ton. So why shouldn't I share that with other people when I have this
Yeah,
access? Why not?
yeah. So another, yeah, why not? Yeah, I really like the fact, because see, there are skeptics like me who are like, it's free. Is it really free? Something like that. So we
Well,
tend to kind of overthink things sometimes. And
I
again,
just I, I just dropped the event link for the tickets. Yeah, I dropped that link in the comments. And so when you get a ticket, you do have the option of buying a free ticket or buying a ticket that is a donation ticket. So you can donate to Inked Insomnia to help keep these events going. Like if you can afford it, you can donate. If you can't afford it, you can get the ticket for free. So there are two options. So people can donate if they feel that that's, something they want to be a part of. So yeah, I just dropped that link in the comments, guys. So Vipers, I expect you guys at least to sign up for that. I'm so excited for the after party, the New Year's Eve party. That's going to be a lot of fun.
yeah, yeah, fantastic. So coming to the next question I have, which is art that is uh, valued on crazy levels. Okay, like the blank canvas that sold for 15 million. I'm stuck on that one. What is your perception around art of that, where it is more about the message than the technique? Uh,
So what do you mean? I'm sorry.
there's a blank canvas painting which has suddenly become very popular in the contemporary art scene, right? Where there's a blank canvas,
Mhm.
and it got valued and then sold at $50 million. And I was like, what the
You're
hell?
wondering how I feel about
So
that?
what is your perception around, yeah, what is your perception around these things? Because I asked this to Anna Maria as well, and I was like, what I see here is money laundering. And what do artists see when they see things like these kind of happen?
I laugh. I laugh because that's so pretentious.
Yeah. I know, right? That's exactly it. I look at it and I laugh because for a second I go, oh, this has to be like an Onion article or something, or this has to be some troll doing their trolly things. But no, it was real, and I was in shock for 2 days because here we are, working our ass off, and a blank canvas did it. So
Yep.
yeah, to that
Done.
Anna said that it's not about the art; it's about the artist. So is it do you think that name recognition in the arts is a problem, or it is a reward that great artists reap as a consequence of their genius?
I'm sorry, you cut out on the last part.
Okay, what I said was, when you look at things like this, Anna said that it's not just about the art; it is about the artist, the
Yes.
person who is making the art. So when an artist gets name recognition, they get to, like, overvalue things or kind of value things as per their interpretive strength as well as techniques involved in it. So do you support this phenomena where certain artists get to be, on this place, whereas other artists kind of have to work towards that all their lives? Take Picasso and Cezanne, for instance. Picasso was overnight success. Cezanne had to work his way up to it in his 50s. So, uh, do you have any interpretation or perceptions around phenomena like this? Because I don't. It's so random.
No, it's no, I mean, it's I guess it can be a lot like the music industry, actually. The music
Hmm.
artists themselves can be, so talented, but for some reason they have to work, harder than somebody like you said, that can be just such an overnight success, like, so quickly. And I don't know why that is, but it definitely I don't go after the name. I It's definitely about the person themselves and the things that they've been through, and the emotional
Hmm.
the feelings that the piece of art brings to me, and maybe that artist's style. I'm not really one for things in a name. I'm actually not really a fan of most
Hmm.
of the famous artists, because it just, like, it seems like that,
Hmm.
like, they just got lifted up for, some random reason, and some of their stuff's not even that good. Like, I want to feel moved. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it I just think that's a little ridiculous as well, that some people are just they forget about the rest of the artists. Some people that are way more talented, and for some reason, one's more popular than the other. It just that doesn't make sense to me at all. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And
I like your
I
quote.
particularly asked this question because, pardon, you like mine?
Oh, I'm looking at the screen.
I know,
I
I
can't
know.
get over
I
that.
have to get used to looking at me. Looking at me look intimidating because I do not like taking photos. So in every photo, I'm looking like, kill me now, kill me now, kill me now.
I was really
So,
bad at selfies
yeah. Anyway,
and photos. Yeah. It took a while to really get that down. No, I get that.
I haven't even attempted selfies. I haven't even attempted selfies. I stick
Now
to
that is an art.
somebody who forces me go take a photo. Yeah. Anyway, so coming to the reason why I asked that question was, like, in writing, what happens is I'm a ghost writer. Okay, so
Mhm.
I help other people write their books, and I have been approached by some very popular writers, in the sense that you would expect these people would write their own books. But when the inquiry comes in, it's a shock of my life that this person is getting book deals that is evaluated on an insane amount of, like, the moolah. and this person is approaching a ghostwriter to get the work done. So it's not really them who's coming up with the book, is it? It's somebody else who's, kind of using their platform to create whatever it is they want. But is that phenomena predominant in the painting and the sculpting industry as well? Because in writing, it's very rampant. We'll have somebody else writing books, writing blogs, managing the whole website's content. And the perception outside is it's the influencer who's doing it.
Yeah, no, that's I don't
Interesting.
really
I know.
I know I haven't really seen that in the art world, really, as far as that goes, but yeah, no, not at all, actually. But I completely envy writers in one way or another. Like, I think that is like the number one creativity. That's a hard one, especially what you do, having to interpret what someone else says, and what their idea is,
Yeah.
for books. So that's a big skill.
Yeah. And rather than scale, it's like, okay, if this probably is not your field, but what ends up happening is, again, the name becomes relevant. So you have to have a significant social media following to kind of even get into rooms. So I haven't really seen that, as you mentioned, with the arts, because if you could showcase your art on Instagram and all these platforms, people do end up buying the art that is displayed. So I suppose the same can be done by writers, and same is being done by writers as well. They've become Instagram writers, so to speak. So, are you yay or nay on that phenomena, which is writers just creating their own thing and putting it out on their, sorry, artists creating their own thing and just putting it out there for people to see?
Oh, you mean as far as like possibly getting their work stolen and just kind of like throwing it out there and everybody can see it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's that is a so if you're talking like plagiarism, that so here's the hard thing about art is people have to see it. You know what I mean? To be interested in it. So what's going to happen is you're going to have other people that are taking your ideas, taking your design, taking the image 100% and taking credit for it. So like that's a huge issue. But and that's why I didn't put my stuff out on social media for a long time, is because I was so worried about somebody, taking it. But there's nothing really that you can do as far as that goes, because people have to see the art. So I mean, that's a hard gig, as far as artists go, trying to figure that out, because watermarks too. Regardless, you can figure those out. Um, so yeah, it's a
Yeah.
hard one. I see it all over LinkedIn, by the way, and you will catch a comment from me every once in a while, just calling somebody out, for obviously stealing somebody else's work and using Photoshop to cover up the logo or the signature, or taking the watermark out, and they'll take credit because it's an image that's out there, that's on Instagram, on Facebook, on all that stuff. So that's a real hard one. I wish that
Yeah.
didn't happen
There's no
at all.
no set answer, right? There's
No.
no fix yes or no binary type answer about phenomenons like this. Okay, got it. So, shall we see the event in question? Would you want to share your screen or do I share mine, showing
Oh
them
no,
the
we're not
event
we're
invite?
not showing anything about the event. No.
Okay, Great. So the logo and all, no?
So the what, hun? You wanna show the stinger. So I didn't. So I sent you the
The
stinger.
little, yeah.
But I did not. So
Mm.
people have to check out the YouTube to get the show recap. But we can plug
Yeah,
the
go ahead. Go ahead, check her YouTube out.
yeah. So yeah, definitely check the YouTube out.
There you go. YouTube.
There it is.
Yep.
Just mostly because yeah, I want to
Yeah, put
break
the
that
link in the
up.
comments so people can just directly click.
Yeah, because it's better in context to go check out the
Yeah, no,
YouTube
if
and
they
then
see it here, they won't go there.
yeah, well, yeah, and also because
Exactly.
there's
Yeah, no, I
different
agree. I agree.
parts to it, so that people can see, like I said, the interview and then the recaps, and then there's another recap. So I wouldn't want to pull all of that and bring it out here. But yeah, definitely check out the YouTube channel, which I think he's still in the comments. Is Charlie still in the comments?
Put in the
Oh,
comments.
I don't see him. Oh, okay. I was gonna
No,
say,
he's been silent for a while.
yeah. So Charlie helped a bunch with getting all the YouTube and things going and all that. So you want to talk about talent? That guy's got some talent. He does game design, and so he's my senior art consultant for Inked Insomnia, and he is basically like my assistant and has been helping, figure out all that stuff. And he does spray paint art himself, and then backlights it with these lit up frames that like change the colors of the spray paint. So it looks really, really cool. So that guy's super talented. I'm sad Anna Maria couldn't make it. I think it's like 4 a.m. for her.
Yeah.
So she was gonna come and say hi. And she's really talented too. We briefly discussed doing some sort of collaboration, and same with Charlie and I. We're going to be doing a collaboration soon. So look out for that, guys. That'll be lots of fun. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, no, it's been a crazy past few months, because this is just in the past few months, really getting everything together for this, because it took months of planning to really to build the business, as far as getting the platform ready and having somebody that would design the floor plan from reps, and just like gathering all these artists together in one place, and really like trying to convince people that like you are good enough. That's another thing about artists, is I think because that whole stigma of it's a hobby, not a business, kind of kills the confidence of some artists, and they feel like they're not good enough to get their stuff out there, and they definitely are. So so yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Oh, not Luke. Is that Luke Matthews?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness.
I have
That's
no
cool.
idea, because it says not Luke, so we're gonna Luke.
He must have just changed that.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, Luke. I know it's like super late for you there.
Yeah,
or
I
early.
think
I think it's early. Yeah, early. I know it's early for you, so I
think this is why their lives are so amazing, right? Because they indulge the audience like nobody else does. They make people laugh. They have so much knowledge to drop. So yeah, see, this is it. Little touches like this. So anyway, coming back to Inked Insomnia. When is the next Inked Insomnia happening? Could you tell us that again?
So that's December 31st, 6 p.m. Pacific time. and that's going to go for a couple hours and go
Okay.
from an art
Great.
exhibit into like a New Year's Eve shindig. So Luke Matthews, not Luke Matthews. I think says he's Gabe. So that might not be Luke Matthews. I'm really not sure at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's been. Yeah, it actually makes sense because suddenly my face has disappeared from the comments and Luke's face has come up. So it's definitely Gabe.
He really went through something to be
So yeah.
to be Luke. I was like, dude, isn't it like I didn't think he was going to because I think he's in Ireland or something, right, guys? He's in Ireland. Yeah, I think Luke's super busy. I was like, no way, it is
No
not
clue.
Luke. Yeah. Oh, Gabe. But yeah, so the art event is gonna bleed into the New Year's party.
You got us
And
again.
we're gonna try. He knows he's hilarious. He is just laughing right now. Thank you, Gabe. It's gonna be a fun party. I'm sure Gabe will show up.
Yeah. Jacob
And
has the perfect thing to say. Oh, Gabe. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, yeah, continue. Sorry to interrupt.
it's hard, isn't it? It's hard not to when the Vipers hit the comments, it's really hard not to pay attention and like laugh the whole time because this is like Sultan and Jacob and Joseph and of course Charlie. Like these guys are all hilarious. Scotland. Is that in that? Oh, okay. I was like, didn't I say that? I guess I didn't say that. You're right.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh yeah, they don't believe in the internet over there. No, he got a bad connection in a hotel, and he was trying to do his lives and having some connection issues because they do a live that we're all on in the comments every Friday. So that's why this group has come over here to help and support me on my tour. I got my tour buddies. I feel like we're all on tour together. You guys are
I love
awesome.
it.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah. This has
yeah,
to
that's gonna be
be the most active comment section that I have experienced.
oh yeah. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't warn you.
It
You
has
guys,
been
I
it
didn't
has been a
warn her.
charm.
I'm sorry, they might break your comments.
No, you didn't have to warn me. This is the best surprise ever because this is so amazing, right? It's like okay, even if they are not in the in the live, they are in the live, which is fantastic. That's something I love, which is having simultaneous conversations where everyone is talking over each other, and it's so much fun. So yeah.
No, it's great. I really appreciate these guys' support. Because that's what it's all about. That's why we're here on social media is to network and make friends in business and in life, and we really all have. And I just I think Luke Matthews. That's why I got all excited, because Luke Matthews actually formed this group where we've all really become like good friends and things like that. So it was actually him when we broke the comments on his 24-hour live. Like I had commented so much that LinkedIn banned me from being able to comment about 5 hours in, because I had commented so much on the different lives that I had broke it, like I had exceeded their amount of comments allowed. So I think they thought I was a robot. And then a couple of different people in the group, like more and more people started were commenting too much and got banned. And so we were all still watching the live, but Luke formed this group for us to kind of communicate to each other and for people to take our comments and put them on the live for for Luke and John during their lives so we could still ask them questions and interact. So Luke formed this group on LinkedIn, and yeah, we all became big supports for each other. So it's been amazing. Yeah, Luke Matthews is really Luke, not Luke Matthews. No, that's where
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna.
Gabe has been confirmed. It's Gabe. Now we have confirmation that's Gabe.
And I love how he keeps everybody is
Yeah.
tagging
Yeah,
Luke.
of course.
So I'm wondering if they're tagging Luke or if they're tagging Luke, not Luke Matthews, because I'm sure some of them are actually tagging Luke, and like he's probably gonna say something
Don't give them
tomorrow.
ideas. He's he's going to have the most confusing morning. Like, why am I having sugar and spice kind of show up on my feed, and why am I showing up in their life? So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be great. He will be confused if someone tags him. So like, don't do that. Don't confuse the poor guy the first thing in the morning. Anyway, so coming back to where people can find you, they can find you on the Inked Insomnia hashtag. They can find you on the Inked Insomnia YouTube channel. Similarly, they can locate you, Kelsey Lips, on LinkedIn and directly get the links from you. Or they can look up the Inked Insomnia events page, the link for which Kelsey has dropped in the comments. And I will drop it in the comments later as well. I would love to put it in the description, but LinkedIn hates links. So didn't want to do that, wanted to increase Kelsey's chances as much as I could to invite more people and to a fabulous art exhibit. So,
yeah, so that's the Eventbrite. So that's where you can get your tickets for this next show. So also you can find Inked Insomnia events on LinkedIn. So I have a business page on LinkedIn. Thank you, Charlie. So I know that's really confusing for people, but it's Inked Insomnia, as in ink paint, not LinkedIn, which, anyways, it sounds very similar, but it's not. The whole thing for that. So yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn. You can't really find me anywhere else besides LinkedIn and YouTube. I don't have Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any of those things. But yeah, so that's where you'll find me. And feel free to reach out to me, connect, and ask me some questions about the art event. If you're an artist that wants to be featured in one of these events, please do reach out. If you are an art enthusiast that wants to check these free events out, feel free to reach out to me, or hit up the business page or whatever, go comment on the YouTube, however you have to, and we will definitely be in touch. Yes, thank you, Joseph.
So
don't forget.
Just last question. Yeah. So just last question. Can writers, poets, haikuists, calligraphers, etc., contact you? Because I have a lot of those in my connections.
Oh, they're very welcome to come. Yeah, like I said, anybody who just loves any kind of creativity. I know I keep saying artists, but when I think artists, I think creative people. So yeah, definitely, pop on over, come check it out, and like I said, we can be in touch if there's somebody that
No, I mean, can they participate as an artist? Can they participate as an artist for your event?
Like creative writing, things like poetry and like short stories. Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, short stories, poetry, haikus, etc. So I've got those in the network. So maybe if somebody has that question, I want a place to showcase my work, but I'm not finding any takers. So can I instead come and show up on a virtual art exhibit like Inked Insomnia? So just figured drop that in there.
Oh yeah. Poet, like it's all art. Oh yeah. Yeah, not a problem. Thank you, Charlie, for throwing my stuff up there. I appreciate that. It's easier for you to do it than for me. So yeah, no, that's not a problem at all. Like I said, so they're,
Yeah.
you know, these are creative events, so everybody's welcome. Somebody, you know, if you know, that's not a problem at all. Just go ahead and hit me up and we will discuss the details.
Exactly. Contact Kelsey if you are interested in showcasing your creativity in whatever way you express your creativity. Okay, so anyone interested, you can hit her up. And to mirror a comment, which is this has really been fantastic. Thank you, Vipers. I promise this has been the best comment section I have had in these lives ever. So thank you so much for being so participatory and sharing so much value and sharing so many giggles over here. And that this really has been amazing for me. And don't forget to donate Pinked Insomnia if you can afford to donate or provide the dollar bills, y'all, to all the lovely
Yes,
people who
yes,
are
I agree.
taking the
Dollar,
time to
dollar
organize
bill.
these wonderful events. Yes, we need to do the money dance. So yeah, yes, yes, yes. Lot of love to the Vipers, and it has been great. Thank you so much for being so cordial with all my weird questions. But when I get access to creatives like you, I go all out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask this, I'm going to ask this, I'm going to ask this, which is why I didn't
Not
script things, because it's like questions give you more questions, right?
Yeah. Oh no, no, I like this a lot better. And thank you for having me on. You know, it was a real honor to, like I said, to go on with a
Of
fellow
course.
artist. You know, like I said, I have great admiration for writers. It's not easy, and I know it every time I try to put a post out on LinkedIn. It's like it has to be, you know, perfect, and you know, you have to get everything across, and there's just such a process to it. So I applaud you as well.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't particularly like attention, but I think now it's a problem that, like, now it's a bitter pill to swallow with the job, right? You need to kind of put your work out there for people to see. So thank you so much for that. That meant the world to me. So is there any questions? Is there any questions that anyone in the serious questions that anyone in the comments have? I'm not really into Twitch, but I'm on Discord. I'm on multiple language learning Discord. So if you want to hop onto Discord, I'm game. Haven't really used Twitch, so I don't know how to use Twitch. Any other questions for Kelsey, or if you want for me? Thank you so much, Joseph. Thank you so much, Gabe. Thank you so much, Sultan Abdul Rahman. I hope I got your name right. Uh, Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Enrique. I think, am I missing someone? No, I think I got all the Vipers. Thank you so much for joining us. See you in the next
Bye
one.
guys.
I'm going to end the
See you on the
live
next day
now.
of the tour.
Okay, Charlie has a question. Charlie has a
Oh,
question. Hold on, Charlie has a question.
Charlie, seriously, dude. Yes, so Lips is my real last name. That's as far as I'm gonna get into it. It actually is. That was my adopted father's name. So yes, Lips is my real last name. People don't think it is. Thank you, Charlie.
Inquiring minds want to know. Oh my God. Yeah, we will have an amazing night. I think by now, that was a jocular question. I'm going to end the broadcast for real. Bye bye. Thank you so much for joining us.